The rules for driving a taxi are simple. Number one, pay your lease on time. Number two, don't tear up the car. Number three, don't beat up the customers. And the most important rule, drive it like it's stolen.
A lot of people are dying off. No, right? Okay. I mean, some of the girls are really hot. Some of the girls are not that hot. You know what I mean?
This guy must have thought he had a sympathetic ear. I did not ask him how his night went. I asked him about the crowd. I did not ask him about the girls. But he decided to keep on going on about the girls, and I just kept on driving. Some drivers used to get all butthurt because I never waited in the taxi line or at the cab stand. I would just pull up in front of the door, a girl would walk out, get in the car, and go drive, drive, drive. I mean, hell, they bought me breakfast. What would you do? Sometimes McDonald's and Steak and Shake, but if you could get to Perkins quick enough and grab a table, you were good. Most of the girls in there at 4 o'clock in the morning were dancers. They just look different with clothes on and look like regular people. That's something that I hate about rideshare. You try that with rideshare, you're facing deactivation. What kind of nonsense is that? People always compare rideshare and taxi like they're the same thing. Rideshare and taxi are not the same thing. There are so many differences. For starters, taxis can catch flags, which means somebody can just walk up and say, "Hey, I need a ride. Can you give me a ride?" Yes. Rideshare, no. And even if they did, I don't think I would. It really wouldn't be worth it. Number two, you can negotiate a price with a taxi because it is the driver's discretion whether or not they want to give you a rate that is lower what the meter would read. They cannot charge you more than, but they can charge you less. Rideshare, again, no. Next is my favorite, cash. Taxi, yes. Rideshare, no. The next difference is taxi drivers, along with chauffeurs, bus drivers, and police officers, are public officers. If you lay a finger on a taxi driver, refuse to pay, do any type of damage to the car, you are looking at a third-degree felony. If you are a rideshare driver, good luck. The coverage on the cars is also different. When you lease a taxi, windshields, tires, body damage, all of that stuff is covered in your lease. If you're doing a ride share in your own car, you're responsible for everything. And if you get one from Hertz, you still are responsible for body damage, tires, and windshields. That is nuts. And as far as support goes for the drivers, there's nothing like having a local dispatch because you have at least two different ways to notify dispatch if you need some help. Cabbies, other cars are going to show up. The police will show up if you need them to. But if you're a rideshare driver, you're pretty much on your own because all you got is an app. That's it. I'm pretty sure you're starting to get the picture. But my favorite thing about driving retired police cars is the police package. No such thing as a police engine. It's a heavy duty cooling system. And the last models that they made were flex fuel. Engines run harder on E85 than they ever did on 93. I'm thinking that shit blocked off.
Hercules and Union.
Hercules and Union. Toucans?
He's over by there, yeah, it's a neighborhood.
This is a typical call. This idiot is bad with directions. Nah, I can't listen to the radio because he can't tell me where he going.
You take like 580 back.
Then he think he gonna drive from the back seat. No, 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 not my car. I'm the one who paid for it. I'm the one who drive. You just let me know where it is that you trying to go, and I'll get you there. I think he got the picture, but then he gonna try to tell me there go the police like I can't see. I know what the hell I'm doing. You just don't miss no turns.
I got it, man. I got it. Don't miss the time now.
It is absolutely astonishing the number of people that cannot read a map. If you can't read a map, you can't read GPS. That's why people always turn on the navigation with the voice so they can do turn by turn. It is absolutely crazy. People cannot tell you how to get to where they live or where they're going. The intersection that he gave me was so far away. It wasn't a block away. It was more like a mile away from where he actually went. This dude didn't even give me a block or a street. All he doing is spending his money and wasting my damn time. If he would have gave me a closer point of reference, I could have just gave him a flat rate, turned the meter off, booked the next call, and then everything would have been straight. But no. I learned shortly after I started driving, most people have no idea which way is north, let alone east, west, and south. Then another problem is that they don't know their prepositions. In, on, off. A lot of people screw up left and right. If you ask them, they will screw it up. I made it a habit not to turn around when people was going this way, that way. They would actually be pointing. How the hell I'm supposed to be driving, turn around looking at they dumbasses pointing and shit?
You know that was the shortcut over there, right? Or are you going on the south side?
Yeah.
On Hercules? Montclair is north of Sunset Point.
Yeah, right.
Could have took Greenbrier. Talking about take this way, take that way. Whatever. Greenbrier would. That's Greenbrier come out right there.
We just passed the intersection and he told me where he was going to. Still riding. The crazy thing about this cat is that he's sober. He ain't drunk, he ain't high, he's sober. I prefer drunk people. Drunk people will give you their address and then pass out. And then you go, hey man, wake up. And they go, yeah, yeah. And then they repeat the address. You be like, yeah, there go your house over there. I get the whole, you pull up in the back seat, which is a different angle, and they go, that's not my house. Then you go, what's the address? And then they go, it is, that's your house right there. So you have to like pull around or either up in the driveway or just tell them to get the hell out. Get this though. After this fool then tied me up because I had to go the long way, keep the meter on because he didn't tell me where the hell it is that he was going. He asked me how much he owed. He can see the meter like
Huh?
I'm supposed to get him a discount. I knocked the change off of it because I knew damn well he wasn't going to give me no damn tip. That's why he was asking me what he owe. You're going to give me all of that. You can keep the damn change. Watch.
Well, store on the way. That's it fucking way. Store. Oh, goddamn way ain't no motherfucking store on the way. Oh, this is raw thing she is. It's lucky I was hungry. Well, it's lucky I had something to eat. Called her ahead of time, get down her ass. Still ain't ready.